data source is data source page role is nothing to preparing the data so that we can run analysis in it. So if you wanted to prepare a data, we prepare in which this data source page. Okay, so we have seen this add filters and everything, correct? Whatever, once you click on live, and then you start creating your dashboard, you analyzing everything. Then once you clicked on live, so what exactly live does, whatever have if you update your data set in Excel, if you update anytime, it will get reflected in Tableau dashboard on the same time, real time. Okay.
Okay.
And if you click on this extract, so you have to change it, like you have to change the data set time to time. Box will pop up. This is the filter box for numerical kind of data. We will get again four options: range of value, at least, at most, and special. Okay, we are not going to use special because special is nothing, it contain only none values. If we want profit null values, profit column with null value, so you have to click on null values only, not null values, not null values, all values and all values. That's it. Let's talk about the first box, which is nothing but range of values. If I want only those columns which are giving me profit, so I can just pick the range. Maybe some of the columns who are giving me maybe the profit more than let's talk about more than 2000 rupees, any product. I just want to fetch
Okay.
that kind of thing, so I'll just need to slide down this bar, or either I can write down here after 2000 to 2000 or 3000 data, and then I just need to what, do okay. Okay, click on okay. I filter out lot of data, so I'm not now I'm getting 5 rows only. So only five people. Let's see who are those basically, which country basically. Let's see the country and those people. So okay, there are two people where the customer ID and customer name. Okay, those are the five customers: Maria, Cynthia, Vivek, Carol, and Anne. Those are what the people from which we are getting a lot of profit, top five profits basically. So this is how you can filter out data using uh, filter column basically. Okay, so I'm just resetting everything. And what is at least? Okay, let's do thing. Just removing it. Okay, filter, again adding the profit column, or you can just go for it and edit, or at least. So if I want more than, if I want a data more than something, maybe more than 5000, more than, let's say, more than 100. So I want a data only after more than 100. Matlab, at least means what? Greater than this number. Getting it? So I need to
Yes.
click on that. If I said okay, then my rows will filter out. At most means what? Less than this number. So if I wanted to say, let's say, those data only who are giving me less profit, maybe in minus. Okay, so less than minus 60 to consider as maybe less than 0 will consider as loss. And once I click OK, again my data will get filter out, and I'm getting on the value of 3328 rows only. Okay, this is all about what? Numerical column. So I'm removing it now. Let's talk about date time column. Again, the box filter box for date time column is different. So let's pick order date, or else you can even pick ship date also. Okay, here the new pop-up box, you will get a new box. Here you can see we have year, quarter, month, number. So in which form you want your date? So let's say year. So I just need to click on next. The another pop-up box will pick. So I need to select which year. Like let's say I wanted to see only 2011 data. So I need to select 2011 or 2013. Maybe my question is I wanted to see the data only 2011 and 2030. I don't want to see 2012 and 2014. So I need to just click on those year, or I can do one thing. I can click on 2012 and 2014 and exclude that thing. I can do both way. Okay, it's totally up to
Oh,
you like from which way you want to do. Just play around basically. And if I click OK, again my data will filter out, and let's say I'm getting now 4,832 rows here. So if you see the order date, you will clearly see you are getting the information of 2011 and 2013 only. Okay. Then
yes.
you just need to click on edit again, and then maybe condition. So generally similar the way it is like for categorical data, we are having the same format for categorical data as well. So you have to click on condition again. By field, maybe you have to select profit. Let's say profit, sum of profit greater than 0 will consider as a profit, or less than 0 will consider as what? uh, Okay, it is less than 0, right? Profit is less than 0, we'll consider as the loss. So I'm getting information of those person from 2011 and 2013 customers who are giving me less profit. So I need to go into the condition. Okay. So I need to click on buy field. So let's say my question
Okay.
is, I wanted to fetch the data of only those customer, maybe from year 2011 and 2012. So let's say I wanted to fetch the year from year 2011 and 2012 customers who are giving me less profit. I need to find out who are those customer who are giving me less profit. So I can click on the category profit, sum of profit less than 0, less than 0 will be lost, right? I'm getting less profit from those people, and I need to click OK. So 0 field are picked means no one is there who are giving me less profit. So I need to just explore a bit, maybe 2000. So let's say all year. Let's say what happened now. Again 0. So more than or greater than, let's talk greater than 1,000. So let's pick only those customer who are giving me profit more than 1,000. So I need to just click maybe to the, I just wanted to see latest customers who are giving me profit more than 2,000, more than 1,000 profit. Okay, I need to say okay, and then I'm getting 3,794 rows, and the data who are giving me profit more than 1,000. Enough, or let's say there is one thing also, one more thing. Okay, if you click on this month, then you'll have to select the month, like which month, January, February, and which whatnot. Okay, same condition goes, and top. If I wanted to see top 10, yeah, top maybe five data, those who are giving me. Okay, the top 5 sales data. So I just wanted to pick okay and okay, and then I'm getting the information. Or let's give it one more condition. Let's say like I want to fetch a data like top 5 sales data from given let's say January. So I need to just check the January and top 5 data of January. Okay and okay. Okay, now I'm getting only 662 rows. Okay. So it doesn't segregate according to that. 1 second. So I need to fetch, let's say, why it's not working. 1 second. Top 10 profit. not working on me. Can you try button? It's not working. Okay, now I need to select the month. So select from the base. Month. Let's put it January. So let's see the month, date. Let's figure out this thing. 1 second. I'm getting okay. The reason is I am getting like I've selected this thing, right? 1 second. So I selected what January and I selected top one from January. Okay. So I'm each and every like let's say here I'm getting uh, two information of same date. Same date again 2012 and so I'm getting data of January basically from each and every year. So that's how it should be. So we mostly, don't rely on this filter. We have this filter, so we used it. So I'm showing you that kind of filters also is there. So you got it right. So now I'll do one thing. I'll give you one question. You have to solve the question. Okay. So I'll know that how much you understand all the things. Okay. This is your question. You have to connect your data set, Superstore sales data, and in orders table, you have to show the data pertaining to countries which only contain India, China, Japan, Bangladesh, and who also have positive profit and who in the year of 2013 and 2012 order date. So these are three conditions. You have to use three conditions together in one filter, not in exactly one filter. Okay, I forget to show you that thing, right? You can even use multiple filters together. Like, let's say I wanted to fetch data of country India. 1 second. So I'll just click on India. So I wanted to see in the year, data of India in the year 2012. I need to click on the date, order date, and then year, then month, and then 2012, and okay. Okay. Now I wanted to see a data, the maybe sales who are giving me greater sales, maybe the highest one, at least after maybe after more than 10, yeah, more than 1,000, who are giving me sales more than 1,000. Only those data I want to fetch. Value greater than or equals to 1,000. Okay, so I'm getting 37 rows. So you can, filter out lot of, you can even add filters, multiple filters in the same table. Okay, so now this is your question. Okay, this is your question. Just read it. Complete it.
Positive year 2012 and 2013.
2012 and 13. Okay. What happened to my data? Okay, so I wanted to see country. Which country? India, China.
China, Japan, India. Let me scroll down if I can see Bangladesh also. Yes, Bangladesh is also there.
India, China, Bangladesh, and one more is there. Japan. Where is Japan? So I have to select 4 countries. I need to write okay. And then I need to add, let's say, positive profit, right? So I need to select the profit, and maybe I'll just give the range greater than, or maybe it has to be greater than 0. Anything greater than 0 will consider as positive. Okay, and then I need to add maybe what in the year 2012 and 13 from order date. So I need to go to this, and then here I need to pick 2012 and 2013. That's it. Okay, and okay. Let's see. It's 1786. Correct. Great. So you know how to work with filters. So I'm removing all the filters now. Great, great. So you know how to work with filters now. All like you're familiar with this page, how Tableau work, and what is all about this page, correct? Data source is nothing, is to prepare the data so that we can run analysis in it. That's it. So to analyze the data, to clean the data, you have to check all the data types are there or not. If you don't want any um, column, you can just easily hide it. You filter this data out, and then what else you can do? Once you, after that, you have to click on this, the sheet number 1. Okay, sheet
Okay.
number 1. Okay, now you can see this page. Okay, here we can add multiple sheet. Like if you click on this plus sign, you can add multiple sheet like this. One is
Yes.
will be there by default, and purpose of sheet is nothing to create a graph chart. We have been talking about the visualization talk graphs. Okay, in each sheet you can create one graph only. Okay, each
Okay.
and every sheet contain only one will contain only one graph. Okay, so
Yes.
that's all about the sheet. Basically, what is the purpose of sheet? And then here you can see, you can see tables. So I am using orders from superstores sales data, and here you can see data. Okay, let's see what is data. So this is table, all the columns or whichever I have in my orders data order sheet basically. So here you can see Tableau divided all my fields is nothing but column into part. The blue color one is nothing but dimension. Okay, here is nothing but measures. Okay, so Tableau divide all my columns, all my fields into 2 part: dimensions, the blue one, and measures, the green one. You can even see the slices line between them. Let's talk about what is dimension. 1 second. So what is dimension? Dimension are the fields which is categorical in nature, which has fixed value to it. Example, like the customer name, order date. Here order date is also there. A row ID, product ID. These all what dimension? Majorly categorical in data, or has fixed thing. Major basically a field on which we can apply aggregate function. What do you mean by aggregate function? We can add, multiply, subtract. We can extract mean, max, minimum. A lot of things we can do. These are what aggregate function, right? So on which we can apply
Yes.
aggregate function. Those fields are comes under what measures. So dimension. Let's move about this part. Let's move about this part. This part is nothing but where you are going to play around with the graph. Okay, so this thing, the field, this area and this area is nothing for mention into it. Okay, so this part is known as header. You have to put what dimension into it, and this part is what summarize. This part used for what? To summarize our data. And how can we summarize? Using numerical table, that is nothing but my measures. So again, this part is also called as header, and this field is used to summarize our data, and also called we can use your measure basically. So how can we summarize using numerical data? Nothing but my measures. Talk about the graph, basic graph. So we have x-axis and y-axis, correct? To maybe see the data of maybe let's say, okay, country wise sales. I want to say country wise sales. So what do you think? Country wise sales. Get the question, right? So I wanted to
Yes,
use two columns for it. First one is country, and second one is what? Sales. A country is nothing but dimension, and sales is nothing
yes,
but
ma'am.
measures. Okay? Drain headers, which is nothing but this area, the dimension. Even see the x-axis and y-axis, the columns and columns and rows here.
Yes,
You can even put here.
ma'am.
So measures got plotted. That's why sales into y-axis. Okay. So this part is known as what? Mark cart. Okay, we'll see in detail about mark cart. This page is filter. This is known as pages. Okay. So you know what is this part? You know about this field basically, and this is mark. It is very important. This part is very important. We are going to dive into it in future in future videos. And then what is filters? Again, here also we have this option called filters. So how it works, we'll see. And this is nothing but the pages. Okay, there is like a useful thing. We can create slicers using pages. What is pages, we'll see. And okay, I'll just while learning a lot of things, I'll show you each and every symbol, what exactly each and every icon show me here. You have to click on that icon. You can clearly see we have inactive app graphs here. A lot of options, like graph options are there. You can clearly see that. Okay, to see each and every graph in detail. Slowly. Now let's create one graph. Okay. So let's say again I wanted to create country wise sales. What should I do? I can pick the country. Country is in dimension here. So I need to drag the country. I can do one thing, drag the country into what? The fields. Again, I wanted to see the sales. So I wanted to drag the sales into row or anything. So automatically it picked the graph. Automatically it get picked. The graph is automatically get picked. I haven't picked any graph. It was like the Tableau will decide whatever the suitable graph for that kind of data. But country wise sales, I can even drag and drop, or else just removing. I'm removing it. If you will get confused. Chalo, theek hai. Let's say if you don't know where to drag anything, then what should I we can even do one thing. I wanted to use country. I'll just go into country and double click on it. It will automatically get picked by Tableau. Let's create a graph segment wise, maybe segment wise sales. Okay, so I need to pick and drag. Another option is I can just go on the segment or double click on it, so it will automatically get picked. Okay, now I just what double click on segment, it will automatically go where it deserve, where it
Okay.
needs to go, right? In row section. This is nothing but what? Dimension. And let's say sales, I wanted to find out now sales. So I need to, again double click on it. It will automatically get picked. And then here I'm getting what? A tabular form data. If I wanted to create some, bar graph or something different out of it, so I need to go into show me. And you can clearly see there are some graphs are which are active and some are inactive. The graph for this kind of data, it those all graph will get active, and
Oh,
you can clearly see I can even use this graph, which is nothing but heat map. I can even use this highlighted table. It's going to, add some color, and I can use this bar graph because it is also active, but I can't use this bar graph, this one side by side bar, because it is inactive. Why it is inactive? Because this graph need one or more dimension. Okay, like you can see this here, this part. Read this part. Each and every graph need their own some kind of dimension and measures. Likewise, bar graph, horizontal bar graph currently we are using, they only need zero or more dimension, that is categorical column, or one or more measure. Best suitable graph for this kind of data, which is nothing but I think bar graph will be the best fit. So you can clearly see segment wise sales. So consumer segment is in terms of sales, consumer, uh, I'm getting more sales from consumer. Give the title to this. So I can do one thing. I just double click on sheet one, select all the things. Another box will pop up. So I need to just backspaces, and maybe it is nothing but what, segment wise sales. Okay, I'll give this the whole graph will title. And if I wanted to use another font, I can use the font. We can have multiple font options here. If I wanted to increase the size of this title, I can. If I wanted to bold it, I have to select it, and if I wanted to bold it, I can bold it. Even I can italic it, use a lot of things. If I wanted to, in different color, I can use different color. Let's keep it that way only. And again, a lot of other these options are there. So I'm just bolding it, and it is nothing but segment wise sales. Okay,
Yes.
so my one graph is created. Now you have to create two graphs. So I'll give you one options, maybe options, the questions.
Oh,
So you have to create maybe subcategory wise profit, and another is ship mode wise quantity. Okay, those are these are two questions. And okay, so which one is giving me profit? Phone, copper, bookcases, chairs, and appliances. Those are top five. Yeah, from which I'm getting profit. Okay, and whatever I have done, look, I'm sorting everything. You can see na near profit, like just below. Look at this profit. Here you have this option. Here you can sort out your data ascending. Again, click descending. If you once again click, it will get sorted the way it's supposed to be. Original. We mostly focus on what, ascending. So always sort your data into ascending. You can clearly see whether we are getting in the top five will display in top rows, and the bottom rows will consider as what, bottom one. Okay, tables I'm getting negative profit. Uh, yeah, Baki, I think phone, copper, bookcases, chair, and appliances are doing fairly enough. Great, actually. Okay, now if I wanted to
shall I go for ascending or descending?
sorry,
Shall I go for ascending or descending?
so you have to go for ascending on this one.
Okay.
Okay. So if I wanted to update, like give the title, maybe subcategory wise profit, correct? So
Hmm.
either I can write here. The another option is, okay, I have only a sheet one or sheet two. Let's create sheet three also. Maybe ship mode wise quantity. Let's create it. So I wanted to double click on ship mode and then double click on the quantity. Again, I think bar will be the best fit, or you can use this one. Again, this one is not the best fit. Uh, you can even use pi for this. What about the bubble one? Even bubble one is little complex, so go for pi one. Go for bar. Sort it out. Standard class is the most used class in sheet mode. And okay, I have now three sheet which is active. Okay, so while working, I might end up getting 10 or 12 or 15. I can't memorize everything, right? In sheet number 3, I have ship mode wise quantity. In sheet number 2, I have subcategory wise profit. I need to name the sheets as well, right? So how can I name it? So okay, now this sheet is nothing but segment wise sales. So I have to double click on the sheet and I need to write what? This is nothing but segment wise sales.
Sale.
Okay, again come towards the sheet number 2. Come here also I don't have this title. Why? Because if I give title to this sheet, if I rename this sheet number 2 below, it's nothing but what? Subcategory wise profit. If I press enter, you will see my title get edited automatically. Same, so you have to write ship mode voice quantity. Again, my title get edited automatically. Okay, clear?